All right. Your next comedian coming to the stage is a former roommate of mine. I'm so sorry. To me. Please welcome the lovely and talented young master, Joel Elliott, everybody. Give it up for Joel.
Tom is absolutely right. Oh my God. You guys deal with me for like 5 minutes. Just imagine having to wake up in the morning and deal with this. Oh man, you guys are being so nice. Somebody must have gotten you drunk. This is not the Copper Top I remember. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been back here, and I've missed the place, but I am back, and so of course, you know what that means. The therapy is not working. It's not working. I've dealt with a whole lot of mental illness since childhood. Since childhood, I think that my biggest problem has been self-doubt. No, anxiety. No, self-identity. No, it was self-doubt. Self-doubt. That's been my biggest problem. It's self-doubt. Oh, God. Being an entertainer is just about the dumbest thing that a person can do with their life. I mean, no, for real. We have, to be an entertainer, to aspire to be an entertainer, we've decided that we are so good at wasting our own time that we should be entitled to waste the time of others. I spend my whole day just absolutely wasting my time. I wish I could do this to more people all at once. It's madness. We were talking about Trump through like half of the sets that came before me, and I'm not going to just sit up here and beat up on Trump because the choices we have in this election, statistically, there is a 97% chance that whoever you're going to vote for is not even capable of wiping their own ass properly. And I'll prove that to you. If you go to the toiletry aisle in the grocery store, about 3% of the toilet products are wet wipes, and then the other 97% are dry products, because that's just what we do here in America. We use dry toilet paper. But if you think about the situation down there, what's going on, if you got your hands all covered in potting soil, and then you went in, and got a paper towel and just kind of rubbed the soil off and was okay, I'm clean. You would be a crazy person, but we do that with our asses all the time. So no matter who you vote for in this election, you are voting for somebody who has a 97% chance of not even being able to wipe their own ass correctly. The term great is subjective. Can we agree on that? That to say something is great, it depends on who you are, what your perspective is. The whole "Make America Great Again" thing. I'm getting that there's some subtext there. What we mean by "Make America Great Again" is something akin to "get off my lawn." It's it seems to mean the same thing, but I think that the people who feel that way, the people that are get off my lawn, this is my America, if you're here illegally, I want you to go, I think those people are going to miss the apples. I've been to a place called Biglerville, Pennsylvania. If you got rid of all the illegal immigrants, we would not have apples. We just wouldn't, because somebody has to pick them, and we don't want to pick them, and we make them pick them. I feel if we achieve that dream of just pushing out every illegal immigrant and and getting the system where it's people have to go through the system, which takes 7 to 10 years, people would start getting really pissed off about how long their lawns got. They'd be I didn't like it when all those immigrants were here, but now I gotta mow my own lawn. We're gonna get disappointed, I think, is what I'm saying. Oh man, my path to coming to Huntsville, Alabama was a long and strange one. Years ago, I did a lot of professional entertainment, and as we've discussed, that's a very stupid thing to do with your life. I was a professional radio broadcaster, and people hold that, a lot of society, they think that that's a good job to have, but all of entertainment, it's like the rest of the economy. The people at the top, the top 5%, they're doing great. They're doing amazing. And then the top 20%, they're making a living. or so. But then everybody down in that lower 80% are either making nothing at all or just scraping by. So when I was a radio broadcaster, I was also working part-time jobs. And one of those jobs was McDonald's. Like, I worked at McDonald's and on the radio at a pop station, and so like they would get new crew members in, and like somebody would like go nudge them and be like, hey, you know who that is over there? That's Scary Jerry West from 98 YCR. And they'd be like, oh, wow. And they come over to talk to me, and they'd be like, wow, so you're on the radio? What's that like? I'm like, okay, look, we can talk about like shattering your dreams of what the entertainment world is later. Right now, I need 2 Big Macs out of you. Make the Big Macs, then we'll talk 98 YCR. Oh, God. It's just like entertainment is like people that are proud of being entertainers. It's like being proud that you rob people for a living, you know? Like, it's all a con game, you know? Like, we convince people to give us money to be silly bastards on stages. You have to keep the humility, otherwise you're just being ridiculous. But, oh, man, election season, I'm happy for it, even though I watched the debates and I felt like I was lobotomized, like auditorily, just from taking all of that in. It's a horrible mess. You know, like 20% of the country doesn't even want to make a choice, let alone like commit to one. But it's been doing a service for me because I got to Huntsville through an abusive marriage. Like I was in an abusive relationship for almost 10 years. And when the marriage went south in every possible way because we moved to Alabama and then I ended up on the streets. Like it couldn't have gotten south or without me dipping into the Gulf of Mexico. But I had this void of once the abuse was gone, it's like nobody's calling me worthless anymore. So I started replying to Donald Trump on Twitter. And apparently my marriage was so bad that to replace the void, I needed to find like 150 alt-right supporters to call me a douchebag on a daily basis. It's great. All I have to do is say one thing on Trump's feed, and like people come out of the woodwork like, "But Hillary, and you're a traitor scum!" And it's just, I have been eating it up like candy. It's been beautiful. So I'm looking forward to the final days when everybody gets out their pitchforks and torches and shows up at the election centers. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great again. Yeah. All right, Copper Top, you guys have been, in fact, great. I, on the other hand, have simply been. Thank you.